This is Cannes. In Cannes, the sea is blue. The sky is blue, the chairs are blue, and the sea quality flag is blue. But the reality is very different. Where are the sea urchins? Where are the mussels that used to be found on all the rocks in our youth? And furthermore, where has all the fish gone to? Well, I'm sure you can guess that all right. Despite all the positive environmental efforts made by the city in recent years, decades of unconscious overfishing and unspoken pollution have taken a toll on what sea life abundance used to be like 50 years ago. Unfortunately, this is also true for all the oceans of the world that are also suffering from the same effects of overfishing and pollution. But our magical Liberangels, the heroes of our first children's book, vowed to put an end to that. ECOMER of Cannes, the author Ali Pocene, the illustrator May Glen, and the scientists from the CSIL have teamed up to create a great children's story printed on 100% recycled paper. A tale about respecting and protecting our ocean wildlife with the Liberangels. We need every liberal angel that you two could become to help us raise funds, communicate, translate, print, and distribute this book throughout the world so that adults educate children about oceans and wildlife, as well as educate themselves at the same time. As a Liberangel, for every 15 euros you donate, you will get one. Where is the Sea Urchin Family children's book, signed by the author and the president of ECOMER Association, dedicated to you in person. A generous discount on quantity purchase is also offered to you to thank you for being a Liberangel. Here is a sample of our first story.
Do you remember last Monday when we played hide and seek with the children? Asked Star Sparkle. Yes, and baby Squidge got stuck under a rock and we got her out with a long piece of seaweed. It tickled her and we all got the giggles, replied Film Boy. Oh, so sweet. There's little baby Squidge being squeezed under the rock. And did you know that the French name for a moray eel is murène? And did you know that they don't just have one row of teeth, they have 2 rows of teeth? Back to the story. Do you remember last Tuesday when we played ball with them? Asked Film Boy. Yes, and Bounce threw the ball so far it went down into Molly Murène's hole. Bounce cried. But Molly Murène fetched it back for us, and then Bounce was happy again, replied Star Sparkle. Do you remember last Wednesday when we played tag with them? Asked Star Sparkle. Yes, and everyone tagged baby Sucky because she was sucked onto the rock that's shaped like an elephant. Can you see? It looks like an elephant, replied Film Boy. Oh, I really miss them, said Star Sparkle. Oh, me too, said Film Boy. Oh, I hope they're okay, said Mr. Hart.